What's up guys, welcome back to the vlog. Today we are going to be talking about hats. Also got a photo shoot a little bit later, but just wanted to show you some things that we've been working on. Now hats are like my favorite thing to make at the moment, making it for our brands, a few other brands as well, but just want to show you some that we are dropping Tuesday. So I think this vlog will come out on a Monday, but we'll show you what's going to be dropping on the Tuesday. So obviously we dropped the Realtree hat roughly about maybe 2-3 months ago with the deconstructed top, like the softer feel. The thing with these hats is you're meant to wear them like on top of your head. Like I see people wear our hats and they'll just wear it like they're wearing like a dry fit hat and they'll just squash it all the way down. These hats are sort of been designed to wear more so at the top of your head, so they're a little bit more shallow, and then that way they can keep their shape. Me personally, I always keep the paper in there just to keep it a little bit more harder at the top. But besides that, yeah, you're meant to wear it as more like on top of your head. So if you're trying to squish it down like a dry fit hat, it's not going to sit right because it's not built for that. But we are dropping these in 4 colors. Obviously you got the chalky brown, which is, I love them all. We've got chocolate brown, we've got black, which is always going to be a go-to for most people. I think black hats are mad. I love this logo. You're going to see this logo a lot more from us. I've got it on a stonewash tee, which looks really cool, but I'll show you that a little bit later. And then the 2 other colors are the royal blue, favorite. Blue's probably my favorite color in terms of hat wear at the moment. And then red's always fucking sick as well. So we're thinking about doing a bundle as well. So if you want to cop all of those hats, we'll have a bundle price there for you. But besides that, just been working on a few other hats as well. Got our 5 to 9 5 panels, which are coming pretty soon. Got YKTR across the top. Same thing, obviously these are built for like training and running, but I've designed them so there's a zip tie across the back. They're nice and light, so you can kind of sit them on the top of your head, or you can wear them a bit more like flat down. In terms of how they fit, how they feel, probably besides a dry fit, probably the most comfy hat that we've made. These hats probably aren't built for comfort, they're built for looks, but these are more sort of technical. And then we drag the Realtree pattern from this hat over to this hat as well. So it's just got YKTR across the top and just a super limited run on these. I was hoping this would fade back a lot more, but obviously when you're printing on twill type of cotton, it sits a little bit better, it looks a little bit more washed. And then when you're on poly, it kind of looks like that. So it still looks sick, but probably not the exact effect that I wanted, but live and learn. We've got some other cool 5 panels coming pretty soon. So yeah, deep in the hat bag at the moment. A few other samples that we have been working on is trucker hats. Obviously, they're kind of making a bit of a comeback. We've got the rectangle logo on this as well. It's actually glow in the dark, so it looks better in the dark because it glows. Got that 3M effect to it. But in terms of fit, we wanted to go for a bit more of a harder top. So like sort of side on, it sits like that. And then a shorter brim. So in terms of fit, it fits like a little bit different. But same sort of thing, it sort of sits more so at the top of your head, and then it sort of covers your face like that. So love the fit, love the feel of it. We made a camo version of it. Don't love it. I just think the logo in black looks dumb. I think the camo print on this type of material kind of just looks a little bit too tacky. Probably still sits all right. I haven't even tried this on actually. Yeah, but like just the fit's a little bit off, eh? Oh, just the design's a little bit off. I don't know if it'll look cooler as like a Realtree design or a bit of pattern on it, but just something about it just feels a little bit off. Black one's cool. Definitely going to proceed with this. Might change the logo or the print, but in terms of fit and feel, feels mad. But yeah, obviously these are the ones dropping tomorrow, and then also within the outlet section, there's going to be $30 products. Accountant told us what to do it, but fuck, we just need to get rid of stock because we've got new stock coming in, which I'm shooting today as well. So yeah, that's what we've been working on. I've got heaps of samples that I want to show you guys, but I just want to sort of focus on the stuff that's dropping. I'm just getting a little bit too excited. Oh, also the hybrid shorts, which went really well for us in our 5 to 9 collection. We're bringing them back in a lot more of a simplified design. I think with our first ones, when we moved into that activewear space again with the 5 to 9, everything was super loud, which I don't necessarily love. Like fabrications and stuff were awesome, but just wanted to simplify it, especially with shorts, because shorts are something you wear every day when you're training, and just wanted for them to be as comfortable as possible. So still got the foam pockets and gel pockets down the side, zip pocket for keys across the back, and just really simplified the design of the YKTR up the front, and then 5 to 9 on the back of each leg. So just keeping it as minimal as possible. And I'm thinking about running these across in a few different colors, potentially like khaki, charcoal gray, and I can even do like this type of real tree as well, and then potentially have the white lining on the inside, which I think will look sick. But just really want to level up our shorts game, because like when you live up in the Gold Coast, you have to wear shorts every single day. You can't take them off, like a shirt. So actually just got that new fabric. I tested it out on the weekend. Actually really good. Got lyocell, elastane in it. Very happy with how it turned out, how it sat, how it felt. I was training pretty hard that day as well, so I was trying to sweat as much as possible, but it felt good the whole way. Just going to test out one of the other tops and go for a run in it, and then we'll see how we go. So I think I got my first run today, or meant to do weights today or run, so see how we go. Just heading towards the photo studio now. Always exciting, obviously doing shoots, let you know that new collection's coming, and kind of our key focus for this year was and is just to get back to what we're good at. Our brand's always done well, selling basics, high quality basics, stuff that lasts like years. I've still got hoodies from 4 or 5 years ago, even though I run the brand. There's just certain colorways that like I miss and I've just held on to. So that's kind of what our core focus has been on. So obviously got a few new colorways dropping, and then dropping some basic line colorways for tees. And like I said, I've always felt like we're better as a basics brand. Whenever we've done like loud prints or big prints, it just doesn't suit us. Even though there might be the trend that's in the market at the time. When we drop those big varsity styles, it just doesn't feel like us, to me anyway. And like, I think you can get caught up chasing trends, and sometimes those big loud prints are in, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they've done really well for us, sometimes they haven't. But I think our core focus is just basics at the moment, and make the best basics possible, working on new fabrications and just focusing on that. Like, that's what we're good at. If you see my Instagram today, kind of talked about this in the last episode, but I'm looking to build something different, and what that is sort of a house of brands. If you study big brands or corporations like LVMH, you realize that the big brands, they don't just operate as solo brands, they move in pieces, and they have vertical brands and different brands all underneath the one banner. And that's kind of what I want to build. I think we're in a place in the clothing space right now where you can't be doing everything. Brands that are very wide at the moment, you have to buy a lot of SKUs. It's always better to sort of niche down and focus on certain areas. And you can build out different things, but like, in my opinion, they have to be creator-led now, and they have to be sort of different creators. Example of this is like if we do outerwear, sweats, activewear, shoes, socks, pajamas, denim, like it gets like a little bit confusing for the consumer. And a lot of the customers now are educated, so they might wear a pant from a certain brand, but they want to wear a basic tee from, they know what they like now, where sort of maybe 5-6 years ago, they were happy to just jump online and buy whatever was from the brand, like top to bottom. Like even me, for example, like I run a brand and I don't like wearing top to bottom YKTR unless it's basics, just for me, I've always felt like a little bit weird wearing those. Like some brands suit it, like if you look at a brand like Adidas and they do top and bottom like tracksuits, and a certain demographic that rock it, to me look really cool, but it's just not something that I can pull off. So that's kind of just been the focus. Rebuilding YKTR, 5 to 9 new stuff's gonna be fucking sick, I love it. And then building a house of brands that don't cannibalize each other. An example is the called out ones. It's gonna be a religious based brand. Some of the designs, fabrications, gonna be the same fabrications as ours, but then the next stuff that's coming through that we're designing now for them is cool. So it's cool to work on other brands as well. So obviously you get into a rhythm and style with your own brand, and you sort of understand what works and what doesn't through data, through practice, through experience. But then when you work with other brands, you can just have a bit more fun with it and just share your experiences and design knowledge with them, and hopefully something cool pops up. So it's been cool working on a religious brand, a big market for it. Like besides Fear of God, I don't really know any big religious brands, you know. So it's important to understand where the gap in the market is, who the founders are, and who's going to lead the creative, and then we just come in underneath and plug in the manufacturing marketing system that we'll use for YKTR and other brands as well. So that's what we're working on, and yeah, we'll see you guys at the photo shoot. Bro, we've been around for so long that like our archives are coming back, and I remember you shot that tee for us on his name Cameron? With Cameron?
With Cam,
yeah. Because bro, it popped up on my thing. I was like, fuck, we was making the same t-shirt as that. All right, just got to the photo shoot now. Got the same crew as last time, Ash and Corey. It was good energy of these boys. So got a few pieces to shoot through. We'll sort of just show you behind the scenes of what it all looks like, and then get ready to drop either this week or next. Yeah, that looks pretty cool, eh? Bro, concrete shots are so annoying, eh? It's like, there's like times you can't miss, eh? And then other times you can't get it right. All right, just finished up shooting. Then shoot ended up pretty cool. Like shooting with those two boys, just always good vibes. I enjoy our conversations. We talk about heaps of different brands, what's working, what's not. And everyone's just got their own perspective within that space. So Ash has been shooting for us since we started. So it's been cool to come up here and do some regular work with them, and he's going to shoot with some other brands we're doing as well. So he's a G, and Corey's just this vibey, moldy dude from NZ, and just got his own style and fashion. To be fair, he probably wouldn't rock YKTR. It's not like his normal style. He's got his own style, but yeah, looks pretty cool in our brand. But that's going to be a wrap on tonight. Just going to have some dinner. Trying to drop some weight at the moment, so just on the U foods, and then get some switch sleep into me, which is like the fucking best thing you can ever have. Oh, trust me, do yourself a favor, buy some of this. Now, I am sponsored by these guys. I've been taking their products for the past 8 months, been sponsored by them for the past 2 months. But out of everything they do, this is the best stuff. I have it just before I go to sleep, turn it into sort of like a Milo, have a little bit of hot water and milk in it, drink it, kind of takes the sweet taste out of, like, I've got a sweet tooth at night time. So hits that target and then like puts you to sleep too. So need good sleeps. When you get older, that's the key, good sleep. Trust me. Actually, I've got a code for this as well. So I'll put a code down below, go 5 to 9. But out of everything on their page, that's the one.
When it's not always raining, there'll be days like this. When there's no one complaining, there'll be days